What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're in the garage again, as always. Today we got the Super in here. You guys saw my last video. We did the hood louvers. If you guys didn't catch that video, I'll link it at the end of this video. Go check it out. Today's video is something I've been wanting to do for a little while. Been wanting to tinker with this. It's not something that's necessary. It's more of a cool factor, more of a way to make people more upset about my car and how loud it is. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna pull the Flash Shark Racing exhaust off just at the downpipe. And we're gonna just set it to the side. We're not getting rid of it. I'm not doing anything to that. And I'm gonna make a side exit exhaust. Now, I know it's gonna be loud. I know that going into this, it is going to be loud. That's the whole point. Will it shoot flames? Absolutely. You guys saw in my other videos that the car shoots flames because of the two-step and the anti-lag. But this will be even more rowdy because it's literally coming right out of the downpipe. So the goal for this is it is going to be exiting out somewhere about yonder, I think. Coming out and just kind of by that wheel there. First things first, let's take the exhaust off. I do want to show you guys how it looks now that it's got color in it with the TIG welds. The material is actually pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with the Flash Shark stuff that they sent me. It's held up, looks really good, but let's pull it off and I'll show you what it looks like now. So muffler's still looking pretty good. The TIG welds all look nice and clean still. Everything looks good up here. No, I didn't weld those, but I did that one and those ones and the one up there. But it looks pretty good. It's getting a little bit of brown to it, but not crazy because I'm not running like super lean or anything. Some of you guys might have seen on like TikTok, or I believe I put on Instagram, this new exhaust, for whatever reason, I don't know if it just flows better than my old junky one, but the flames that come out of the end of this thing now on the two-step, the launch control, whatever, it is a huge difference. The flames are massive and it is super rowdy. So I don't know if it's the muffler itself or just how I configured the bends and everything into the exhaust itself. But man, it is like way more rowdy, way louder, and the flames are just insane. And now we're gonna change directions a little bit again. So I forgot that the downpipe kind of comes down and then it bends around and then it kind of sits right underneath the drive shaft or right by the transmission. So I think if I do the side exit on the driver's side, we'll probably be pretty good. It shouldn't interfere with anything, but I know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to mock it up here really quick. I'll show you the little piece I have. It's from Flash Shark. It actually came off of this exhaust when I cut it apart to make my new one. So it's a leftover piece. It's got the 2-bolt flange already on it. It's ready to go. So I'm gonna put that on there, see what my angle looks like, and then we'll build from that and see if we can't just do like some crazy like 45 and then just like straight out. And then, like I said, we'll 45 the end, like the tip of the exhaust, so it's flush with the side of the car, and we'll start it up and see how it sounds. Alright guys, it's the next day. I had some time to ponder my decision here. I'm still gonna go with it. I'm just not gonna do a side exit. There's too much going on. If you guys are familiar with the Supra, you guys know the frame rails are pretty low. So since this is a fun project, I don't want to give up any more ground clearance. So that being said, I would have to run a 3-inch exhaust all the way out, 3-inch out the side, which will give up some ground clearance. So, and I just, even though it will probably be fine, or if I did hit it on something, I don't care because it's just a fun little thing that I'm doing right now. I don't want it to ruin anything else up top, like on the motor, the manifold, put weird pressure on the turbo if I were to like bash it into something. So I'm not gonna do that. That being said, I came up with something else, and my neighbors are not gonna love me. I can tell you that right now. So I'm going to introduce to you the new idea that I just came up with. This, folks, is the Neighbor Waker 5000. So you can see here, all it is just a turn down. Turn down for what? So 3-inch all the way through. This is the 2-bolt flange that'll match up to my downpipe. There's a little bit of a kind of a curve in there, and what that's gonna do is that's gonna get it away from the drive shaft, and then it's just gonna point not quite at the ground, but a little bit to the side. So I have it taped up right now. This is the little elbow that I made, and I wanna get back underneath the car, and I wanna get this bolted up to the downpipe, and then I'm gonna rotate this around so this is pointing kind of more at an angle down, not straight down, but more of an angle out. Because when I lay on the 2-step, which I'm gonna do for you guys in this video so you'll see it, this thing's gonna shoot a ton of flames, and I don't want this pointing upwards, I don't want it pointing completely sideways, I don't wanna melt anything underneath my car, but I do wanna see the flames kind of shoot out at an angle. So that's what we're working with. So I gotta finish taking up the rest of it. I've tigged up so far the other portions here, and then just clean them up a little bit. And yeah, TIG skills are coming along. I just started TIG welding this year, so I've really been trying to practice. That's kind of why I'm doing this project. It's just something fun. It's not gonna be permanent. I'm gonna take off my old exhaust, or my current exhaust, and I'm not gonna do anything with that. I'm just gonna set it to the side. This one's gonna go on, and we're gonna have some fun with it. We're gonna shoot some flames, and then it's just gonna get hung up on the wall. I'm not gonna keep this on here. I really will tick my neighbors off with this because it's literally an open downpipe, just a straight dump to the ground. It's gonna echo off the ground. It's gonna echo off the bottom of my car. It's gonna be loud. I know it's gonna be loud, so I'm not keeping this thing on here. It's just for fun, just for kicks and giggles, just to see what we can build and have fun with it. All right, so let's pull the exhaust up again. I had to put that back on just to move the car. I didn't want to be loud like it's gonna be here with this. So let's go ahead and unbolt this exhaust again really quick. It's super easy to do. 3 hangers, 2 bolts holding it on, so not a big deal. And then we're gonna put this on, we're gonna take the tape off, and we're going to see where the elbow needs to point, and then I'll mark it again, go over to the bench, tack it up, or well, tack it, get it where I want it, fit it again, and then we're gonna weld it all the way up and make sure it's good to go. And then we'll throw it back on, fire it up, and see what you guys think. So the other thing I might have to do with this is either like a temporary exhaust hanger. The downpipe does hang quite a bit because there's a flex pipe just on the downpipe portion just below the turbo. So it does have, just because of the weight, it does hang. So I might have to do some quick little hanger on this part here. There's a hanger on the car pretty close to this, so if I have to, I will. If not, maybe I'll just kind of temporary bolt it up with something. I don't know, we'll figure that out. So not a huge deal, but pretty happy with how this thing turned out. Pretty happy with all the pie cuts and stuff. It does look pretty cool. And it's gonna just sit like that, sticking off the bottom of the car. So anyways, let's get this off and go to it. guys, Neighbor Hater 3000, here it is. Neighbor Hater 3000? Either one. Either one will be fine. So we'll go with the Neighbor Hater 3000. There it is. So I got all welded out. I know what some of you guys are going to say. You need a back purge. Yeah, you can see all the crystal and stuff in there from the oxygen hitting the back of the weld. I just need to get set up with a back purge, but I'm just going to clean all this out off camera. I'll just run a carbide bit in there and clean it up. But yeah, when I start to do other stuff, I'll definitely want a back purge just so we don't have any problems with the crystallizing inside the exhaust. But this is just, like I said, fun thing to do. I'm not too worried about it. We'll just clean it up, but let's go ahead and get it bolted on and see where it sits. I'm definitely need to do a hanger. I just looked at it again. It sits way too low, and I want to take a lot of that strain off of the flex pipe on the downpipe itself. So I have some extra spare exhaust hanger material. We'll just make something up and then see if we can't just hook it up. Alright guys, moment of truth. I know it's gonna be loud. I already know it. I'm just hoping it sounds good, but let's fire it up and see how it sounds. You know, it's actually not that bad. I thought it was gonna be ridiculously loud. It's almost louder when the straight pipe is on it with like no muffler, but it's got a good throaty tone. Sounds pretty good actually. I know it's gonna be loud when I get on it, but let's do a little drive-by just right here on the street and see how it sounds. Go for just a quick drive, show you what it sounds like inside the car. So it kind of sounds like a diesel truck, which is to be expected. Well, we're back in the garage. The car's insanely loud. I didn't have the heart in me to do the two-step. I would have gotten in trouble. I for sure would have gotten in trouble. I would have definitely made some people mad. The car is so loud, and it definitely lives up to its name of the Neighbor Hater 3000 or Neighbor Hater 5000, whatever. It's probably Neighbor Hater 10,000 now, but the way it echoes off the ground on the bottom of the car, it is uncomfortably loud. Like even in the car driving it, I'm like, I don't want this kind of attention. It just doesn't do it for me. I'm gonna put the other exhaust back on just because I like it to be a little bit more quiet. But it was a fun little project, and like I said, I wanted to just get in the garage, do a little bit of TIG weld practice, and it was a great little piece to work on, and we'll definitely keep it around. It's easy to swap out a little 2-bolt flange, and I made that crazy little hanger just to get it so it doesn't drag on the ground, but definitely not ideal just for driving around town and everyday driving. It is stupid loud. So with that being said, guys, I hope you liked the video. I hope it was entertaining for you. And like I said, we'll keep it around. If we're out with Scott out yonder, way out west, and there's no one around, maybe we'll jack the car up and we'll throw the Neighbor Hater 3000 on there and light some fireballs. But I know if I were to light up the two-step, it would not have been good. It wouldn't have ended well. So I know you guys are like, oh, just do it anyways. Yeah, guys, like I live in the heart of Salt Lake basically, and I can't just, I'm in a thick suburb area. I can't just drive down the street and just light up the two-step because probably it makes people mad. So Neighbor Hater 5000. So Neighbor Hater 5000 will definitely make some neighbors hate me. So maybe for another time, but maybe more to come. Stick around. We'll see if we're going to do some more stuff with that. But that being said, guys, as always, thank you for following, and thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, whatever it may be, to my videos. And you guys have been awesome. So we're hoping to get over the threshold so we are fully monetized. So I would appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and throw a like in there. Even if you guys don't really like the video, it's like that doesn't really pertain to me. Just so I know that I can keep going on the videos and I don't need to stop doing what I'm doing. So I know a lot of you guys have reached out and said the videos are awesome. They're helping you guys with your cars. I appreciate that. That's why I do the videos. I say it on almost every video. But again, guys, show me some love, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.